Look, memory can change the shape of a room, it can change the color of a car. And memories can be distorted. They're just an interpretation, they're not a record. And they're irrelevant if you have the facts.
Someone wants me. Someone roaming the streets wants me.
Your car's uglier than I am. That didn't come out right.
It's the Al Travis Show. We're lucky to have her on. She's Senator Karin Housley and my good buddy Phil. How are you doing, Senator? You know, it's funny. I had somebody ask me, how come I never hear this Phil guy you're talking about? I had to explain to him that it was your husband, who I've called my good buddy for some time, who I've never met. She goes, oh, evidently that's not going over as well as I think.
Hey, Phil, when you get a second, you should bop over here and say hi to Al, okay?
No, see, that's okay. That's just so self-serving. I've just been doing this forever. And they had
Phantom Phil.
Yeah. Who's this good buddy Phil of yours? And they didn't realize it was your husband, yada, yada, did the whole thing. So you want to talk fun stuff first or right into the big stuff?
Let's talk fun stuff first because the big stuff is really big.
All right, let's do that. When is this ice sculpture thing? Because I still haven't got a team together to put the Senator Housley face on ice in Stillwater. How do I do that? Where are we at?
See, it's going to happen right here behind me here, right downtown on the water in Stillwater. Our kickoff dinner is tomorrow. No, yeah, tomorrow night's Tuesday. Tuesday night. And then as soon as the dinner is over, boom, out they go to start carving. Right now, all the big blocks of packed down snow are there and it's ready to go. So it'll be taking place. And we crown the winner, or, I guess you crown them on Saturday. So,
okay. So this is where we were there 2 years ago. My wife and I went to Stillwater on the wrong weekend. Oh my God. I'm like, this is the busiest town ever. It was so much fun because we didn't realize we were walking into the Saturday of the voting and this place is just packed. This is the World Ice Sculpting Championship. So if someone does not have a design yet, I'm more than willing to suggest the Senator Karin Housley face on the ice. But so you can watch them carve, I presume. You can go out on the island.
Yeah. They're from all over the world. I think we have 14 countries coming, from Canada to India coming. Yep. And they bring all of their tools. A lot of them are sand sculptors. So I guess that transitions sand to snow. I don't know, but they do an amazing job. And they already have, if you go to just Google Stillwater Chamber of Commerce, and you'll see what their designs are that they're already going to do.
Well, I would throw out that if you want to go see Stillwater, and again, my wife and I are just doing this city tour. We're going to find places we want to retire. So we went to Stillwater. It was that weekend. Oh my God. There are a lot of people, don't get me wrong, but everybody is friendly. I don't remember the restaurant we went to. And I mean, it was packed door to door, and the people there couldn't have been nicer, from the other people looking at snow sculptures to the staff there. Stillwater is a fantastic city. Go visit it.
Plenty of restaurants to serve everybody. Even up on the hill, there's like Phil's Club Terra and Joseph's. There's good restaurants up there, and the weather's going to be good this weekend. It's not going to be below freezing, so it's going to be perfect. Wait a second.
I would say, and my good buddy Phil will probably know. Phil, how are you? My good buddy Phil will know that there's a great smoke shop, but you got to go up the hill somewhere. Do you know where the great smoke shop is, Phil? It's not in your town. You're not allowed to smoke in your town, but it's just up.
I don't go to any smoke shops.
Really? Maybe we're not as tight as I thought. And we also went over the other across the highway, across the river, too. You can get a smoke.
I told you, Al, he's not a cigar smoker.
Well, not yet, but that's because we don't hang out enough.
That's right.
You are a golfer. What I don't understand is how you can be a golfer and you don't do a cigar once in a while. Or is this something you just keep from your wife? We're getting deep into stuff.
I used to be really like cigars, but I just I haven't had the urge to have. I love the smell of them, but I haven't smoked one in a long time.
Well, we need to get together and make that happen. Your place, mine. You let me know.
Go.
All right, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. That's my best buddy, Phil. People. Oh my God! Now I can't tell people I don't know Phil. I just met him. Did I act cool enough? Was I cool enough for him, or was that too over the top? Do you think he liked me? You know him. Do you think he liked me? I feel like I'm in sixth grade.
As soon as we're done, he's probably gonna text you and say, "Hey, buddy Al, you want to go golfing?"
Oh, okay. Don't. Now my heartbeat's going up.
Oh my gosh! Well, you just have to come to Stillwater this weekend.
You're not golfing this weekend.
No.
Okay, but we will the first opportunity we get. All right. What were we talking? Oh, Stillwater. Stillwater is a great spot. Again, I know that you got to go up in the hills. Like the next town over, there's a smoke shop because we're there. And then also across the river, I don't remember what town is over there. Anyway, you can smoke there. That's what I love about your city. Not there, but real close. Look it up.
We've got great wine shops too. That's what I visit, the great wine shops. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just go to Cud Liquor too. But I skip the smoke shops. Although you should have asked your buddy Phil. He's really looking for, he chews, but he doesn't chew tobacco. Then he went to the Zins and now he's going to some mushroom kind, which they stopped making. He just needs something.
Oh, it's a
pouch.
Yeah.
A pouch he needs to have. So he's going to invent a pouch that has nothing in it, just so you can have a pouch in your mouth.
The feel of it. Yeah.
Yep.
The Zin thing is caught on.
Yep.
I chewed back in the day. That's a good, he could make some real money doing that.
I know.
Because I think there's a lot of folks that just need that feel. I think as much as I like a cigar, I just like the feel that having that there when I'm golfing. Why, you take it out, why you golf. It doesn't help the golf, but it's just something to have there. And I think there's something to that. Let's go to break.
I know. We have so much to talk about.
I know.
So much to talk about.
We'll do it on the other side. It gets a little more serious.
We'll
Totally
skip the Golden Globes because it fell flat. So we can skip that for this weekend, and we'll get into the bad stuff.
And when we have this next couple of minutes during the break, let me know, what do you think Phil thought of me? You think he thought I was okay? I wasn't over the top. I tried to be cool, and me didn't try to be too. We'll talk.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a national movement that brings together conservatives, liberals, independents, and others to restore trust, respect, and goodwill in politics. We seek not to eliminate our differences, but rather deal with them head on, with respect and understanding. We do not try to change people's views, but how they view the other side. There will always be differences. Braver Angels Minnesota believes the best way forward is to change how we deal with those differences. Join the civil conversation at mn.braverangels.org.
If you could save a life, would it be worth 60 minutes of your time? SAVE, Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, wants you to know that you can save a life. The One Step Ahead online suicide prevention training teaches you the 4 easy steps to talking to a friend, coworker, or family member about suicide and how you can give them the help they need. Best of all, the training is free. To sign up and take the training, go to save.org/onestepahead. That's save.org/onestepahead.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
It is the Al Travis Show, but it's much like a Disney special where dreams do come true. Right here, live on the air, Al met his buddy Phil. And now when I tell people he's my buddy Phil, I'm not lying anymore. I'm trying to get myself composed.
Phil feels exactly the same. He's like, who is this Al guy you've been talking to for years every Monday morning? And he's so excited he finally got to meet you. So I'm going to, and this always happens. I will have friends for like years and then they meet Phil and then I no longer have them as my friend and they go off and golf with Phil forever.
Oh, what? I got room for both of you in my life. I do. Because I can't golf. I can't golf while I'm working, so there'll always be time for you here. Moving to some, the big stuff. The shooting on Wednesday of Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis. Can I get your just 10,000-foot view on what you're thinking is going on today?
Ooh. Well, it was sad. It was really, really sad. It was unfortunate, and it was 100% preventable. I think when you are given orders to get out of the car or maybe not block ICE federal agents from doing what they're supposed to do, you shouldn't be inserting yourself in the middle of those kind of scenes that are happening. So it was 100% preventable. I am sad for the kids and the family of this woman, but it was really unfortunate that she chose and she made those decisions that she did.
Let's go further up, even if that's 5,000. Let's go 10,000 foot up. I find it remarkable that Walls and Fry and Smith and Omar Klobuchar can come out and ask for the removal of ICE from the state of Minnesota. And here's my point. ICE has been around since 2002. I looked it up. ICE is doing what we have asked ICE to do for 24 years until now Orange Man in charge. And maybe you don't like the way he is doing it. I get that. But we've had it. So far, they've gotten 1,500 bad guys out of Minneapolis alone, or Minnesota. They were here because of those same people we had just mentioned, letting them come here as a kind of a sanctuary state, definitely a sanctuary city. Do people really want ICE to be gone? Now, you might want them to do things differently. I get that. But do they really want ICE gone and the 1,500 bad guys here? Sexual predators, murderers?
This morning when my sister who lives in Georgia chose to insert her opinions in what's happening in the state of Minnesota also. And I thought, do they think it's okay that we have illegal immigrants here committing heinous crimes against women, against kids? Do they think that's okay? What about the families of these people that have been murdered or raped? We do not want these criminals in our state. And to be on the side of, that's what it feels like, that they are on the side of these criminals instead of the side of we want to clean up our communities and prevent all of these crimes from happening. It really angers me because this is what people elected Trump to do. He won the election. This is what they wanted him to do. He closed the border, and now he wants anybody who's here illegal, committing crimes, out. And they're getting him. 1,500 people are now out. So I don't know. I'm trying to understand what it is that they are supporting this other side. Or is it just they hate Donald Trump so much that anything he does, they're going to protest against it?
Let me throw this out. Because Minneapolis says to its police, you are not allowed to help ICE. Let me just throw a scenario out. A young lady decides to intervene and park her car parallel to an ICE enforcement operation going on. Had the Minneapolis police been there, who are cops that handle traffic laws and that sort of thing, there would have been Minneapolis police officers handling the Kitty Wampus car, not ICE agents. I don't think it helps us by pulling the Minneapolis police back. If there are neighbors and they're those guys, they can also help watch and make sure the nasty ICE guys do the right thing. How is it that Mayor Fry telling them not to help helped in any way. In my opinion, it hurt. You would have had Minneapolis police officers doing traffic stops there, not the ICE agents. Does that make any sense? You hurt your own team, your own thoughts.
These things, these accidents, these shootings do not happen in cities or states that actually cooperate with ICE. If Fry and the governor didn't fuel the fire of this anger from the left, these things wouldn't happen. If they would just cooperate, everything would go smooth and everybody would be on the same team. We wouldn't have hotels being things thrown at the hotels where the ICE agents are staying, the damage of the property there by these people. If we could just cooperate and not have Fry and Walz going off in their press conferences with obscenities and flailing arms and their anger, just cooperate and things will go much smoother and we probably wouldn't have a lost life in addition to it.
And let me throw this out because Walz and Fry say that and Klobuchar, that the federal agencies are not letting Minnesota investigate this or be a part of the investigation. Here's my take on it. You said you are a sanctuary city. You would not come and you would not help the ICE agents if they needed it, which they did that day. You are not helping. You are not there. You pulled yourself out of this. And now that something went wrong, you think you have a right to come in and poke your nose in. I think we let the ICE federal agents do what they got to do, the FBI, whoever's looking into this. And when the report comes out, go ahead and take a look at it. But I think it's not right. It's not a fair argument to say, stay out. Now we want in 100%. I want to be able to put my 2 cents in.
Yeah. Which is it? Which do you want? And I wouldn't trust our local officials to do a fair investigation. Absolutely not. This was an ICE operation. They should be doing the investigation. If we let Fry's team or Walz's team do the investigation, that would be like letting the criminals with the daycare fraud investigate their own fraud. Yeah. So absolutely, they're doing the right thing by having the FBI come in and doing the investigation. And they will it's just more fuel to the fire. They just want to get people all riled up when they're not even understanding where this is all coming from and why we're doing it.
Because you're in the Senate and you were there when it happened. I have read 3 or 4 different places that Minnesota and this governor signed into a law in 2020, I believe, but I'm having a problem. And it's 606 something or other, and again, off the top of my head, I'm not going to remember it, but basically stated that a car can be used as a lethal weapon and that a police officer, a peace officer does not have to have any more judgment other than this. And the governor signed that. This is the same guy who is saying that this was an illegal act, that she was trying to run away, whatever. Does he not remember signing that? Is that not the law in Minnesota? Have you seen that same post? It had the number on it, the law, and I tried to bring it up, and I read it, and it basically said that. Yeah.
And
I couldn't tell who signed it.
I think it just happened again yesterday. Somebody used a U-Haul to go into a bunch of protesters, and people do use their car as a lethal weapon. And that officer, at that moment, I'm sure thought she was coming at him to run him over. We don't know, and we will never know what her intent was. And her partner was telling her to drive, baby, drive, and so she did. So that ICE officer had a split second to decide, is she trying to kill me? Which he thought. So he pulled his weapon. So, again, if you're a mom of 3, if you're anybody, do not insert yourself in the middle of these kinds of scenes.
And we have the opportunity to protest. Sidewalks, yell, scream. I wish we would make the whistle illegal. It's just hard to listen to on a continuous basis, but okay, you can do that as well. But bringing your car into the mix is it's illegal, and it was.
Well, and isn't that crazy? They'll go into a neighborhood, and it was pretty calm before the whistle blowing started. They were just there to look at one house or something, and then one neighbor found out, starts blowing the whistle, then everybody starts coming because they hear the whistle. So that's how they and who were these people? Who are these? What do they call them?
Agitators.
Agitators, but they're actually trained on how to do this and how to put your car and block the ICE officers from. And these people were in from Missouri via Canada, via wherever they lived the last few years, and they're being trained to come to these states wherever ICE goes. I mean, it's really unfortunate that our state is not cooperating, and we could get this done a lot quicker and a lot smoother.
With 30 seconds to go, it hasn't got as bad as the George Floyd riots 5 years ago. I presume as the days go by, this will calm down even more. How long will it take us to get through this?
Unfortunately, it is going to take as long as until the next big story breaks. I think that's kind of how our news cycle goes. I mean, now the congressional fraud hearings were over. That news cycle was over before the hearing even ended, and it went on to this. And so now it'll wait till the next thing that happens.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about is the fraud hearing with Representative Hudson and Kristen Robbins, and that we're going to talk about that. But again, that's off the page now.
I know.
I've got to fly. I'm out of time. Get to Stillwater. Get to Stillwater sometime this week and take a look at the ice sculptures. They're amazing. And give me some business cards of those guys. I want to get somebody for next year to carve the Senator Karin Housley. That's what I want on the ice. Is that fair?
I can be like the butter princess or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be fun? And every year we take one of our favorite legislators, the Al Travis Show, and we'll put them out on the lake out there. It'll be on the river. Got to fly. Out of time. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Al.
Senator Karin Housley and my good buddy Phil.